Alrighty, what's up guys? We got this sheet metal storage kind of build going on behind us. I was like halfway through, I'm like, I should just make a video out of it. So I'm gonna finish out this video and show you the rest of the process. It's super easy. I'm just using 2x4s and I made these little brackets on the floor, which I'll show you, that just lags it into the ground so it doesn't move. I was originally gonna have this shelf here on the whole wall here. I was like, it's a better use of space if I put the sheet metal here and it gets it out of the way, because it's just, I hate sheet metal laying all over the place. So let me give you a quick look at this. I'll set up a time lapse, we'll finish it out, and then I'm gonna move all the sheet metal into it so you can see how it looks. And yeah, it cost me like 50 bucks, just 2x4s and then some concrete anchors. So I'll give you a look and then we'll get a time lapse going. All right, so it's super easy. We have these little brackets I bent. It just secures to the 2x4 on the ground and then a lag through the concrete so that this leg can't kick out. But that way we don't have anything. I didn't want to have like a board on the bottom here that I got to lift the sheet metal up and over into it. This way I could just slide them in. And then up top, we secured our 2x4 to this beam here. And then basically we're just nailing or screwing in these 6-inch wide blocks. And this will just tie it all together. And then basically there's gonna be, I think 5 of these. And then at the end, so you can see that side can't go anywhere. This, you could do it a little more intricate. I just was using what I had here. So on the end piece, I'm gonna have a board that runs vertically and it basically just sandwiches against the last beam. The last 2x4. That way it can't go that way, and now it won't be able to go that way. So this will work. It's literally just to keep sheet metal from tipping over. So let's get a time lapse and finish this out, and then we'll move some metal in so you can see how it looks and performs with the metal in there. So let's get a time lapse going. So this is the bulk of the mess of what we need to organize. There was a couple things out in that corner, but we got those over there already. So everything comes off the plasma table and I didn't have anywhere to put it. So this became the dedicated, just toss it in a pile there, and probably have a lot that we need to throw out. So this is the before, and we're gonna get it all organized. And there's some stuff over here. There's some stuff here, so it's just kind of everywhere. So the goal is to have everything that is like either huge, which is 1/2-inch plate, 3/8, or 3/8 and 1/2-inch plate. Anything big like that, we're gonna build a rack over this eventually. So that'll be our like big stuff storage, hopefully. For now, we're just gonna leave it on the pallets and I'll stack it somewhere out of the way, preferably not in the middle of the shop. So we're kind of getting everything organized, but it's going to be super nice to have all of our cut off stuff over there out of the way and out of our way from the plasma table. So let's get all this organized and we'll check back in once we get it all loaded up in our new racks. Alrighty, so that's a wrap for this video. Got the steel organized in here. It's perfect for these cutoff sheets. Throw them in here, you know, pick and choose whenever you need something. Still got to make a little rack, not a little, it's going to be quite a big rack over top all this for the full sheets and pallets. But that's a project for another day. We got all the sheets moved out from over here. Still got to figure out how we're going to store longer length stuff. But for now, this gets the job done. We can now get to each side of the plasma table again, so that's super exciting. It looks pretty sweet over here. This will all get cleaned up eventually, and now we got all the sheet metal that was leaned up against the truck out of the way. We're gonna put that hood up here with the rest of the parts and get that sandblast pot out in the corner over here where we have a spot for it. I think I might move this bandsaw over here somewhere, but we'll see how that goes and find a spot for it as well. I like to keep everything kind of in its own place and keep the flow of everything. But now that we got everything kind of cleaned up around this thing, we can start working on this. So probably the next video will be working on this thing and getting it ready for a test drive. So thanks for watching. Have a great week.